It's Madden NFL 24, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Carolina Panthers, and it's all up next.
BA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Carolina Panthers. Joined by Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. CD, the Panthers come into 2023 with a lot of new faces, most notably, of course, at head coach and a quarterback. But what do you think it would take for them to emerge on top in the NFC South?
Better efficiency on offense, partner. I think they continue to beef up the offensive line, add to the playmakers on the perimeter, and run the football with some authority. Pair that with the defense. It's been pretty good for the last few seasons. This team has a chance to take charge in a wide-open NFC South.
And meanwhile, for the Colts, it's been a pretty hard fall the last couple of years. From 11 wins in 2020 to just 4 a season ago. How do they get back on the right path?
I think they've started back on the right path with the change in the coaching staff, but a lot of it, players already on the roster playing back to the levels we've seen before.
Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. So here are the Panthers set to take over for the first time. And Charles will get a look at the much-heralded rookie Bryce Young, the first overall pick from April's draft.
Bryce Young, the quarterback out of Alabama with a Heisman Trophy in his hip pocket, is the new face of Carolina football. 80 touchdowns, just 12 picks in his college career for the Crimson Tide. He may be a little small in terms of size, but potential, massive.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. It's excellent execution to get things started.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Another run here with Sanders. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Young now from the 50. And Sanders has got it complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. The Colts offense set to go to work, and they're led by a guy who's bounced around a bit the last few years, hoping to find a home with Indianapolis, Gardner Minshew.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your opponent punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
I guess it's good we can't really Read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Minshew's throw into the hands of Pittman here. A big play there for Indy. 43 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? What the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Minshew sets to throw. That's complete to Pierce. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Downs, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Colts go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll get this to the rookie, Jonathan Mingo. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Young. His throw incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Young. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Out of the gun is Minshew. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Minshew. He'll get this one to Pittman. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Sanders. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Here's Young. And he is caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Young. And he's got this down to the 35. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Chark, 35 yards. And the Panthers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And that's caught left side by Mo Alley-Cox. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Third and 2. It'll be Minshew again. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside, but you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out in the backfield trying to find some open space, and that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Minshew.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Young. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And the Colts going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Third and 3. They're going to look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. This is 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Quick slant caught by Pierce. Well, that'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. And that ball popped free. We could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll set up a throw. This taken in by Downs. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now on 1st down, Sanders not finding a whole lot as he'll get forward for about 3. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. Young off the play fake. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Yeah, the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. They go play action. Young. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. A big one coming for kicker Eddie Pinheiro. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
From the 29, here's a 2nd and 7. Minshew's going to keep it himself. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. 1st down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Minshew sets to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. This is 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Here's 2nd down. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Meanwhile, Young's throw here on target to Hurst. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. Young to throw. Able to find Thielen. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Young. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Young. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And that play going absolutely nowhere. And now it's 4th down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot there, maybe 3 yards on 1st down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now Minshew. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet. That's complete to Pierce. And they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor. Now a timeout called for by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Minshew. He'll let one go deep for downs.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
To not finish a game on a defensive penalty, that's why they get one more untimed attempt.
And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And the Hoosier State will celebrate tonight as the Colts have won it.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got